Hello and welcome to this lesson on reading and plotting coordinates. Now I know that you will be familiar with this, but this is a revision lesson for reading and plotting coordinates, and it's really important because the topic that we are coming on to requires you to be really fluent with coordinates. So this is a really important lesson. So to begin, we need to look at the axes. So we've got the x-axis and the y-axis. The x-axis is the horizontal axis that I'm going along here with my cursor. The x-axis, and there's usually a clue because usually they write x at the side of it here. The y-axis is the vertical axis going up here, and it's usually indicated by a y there. So that's your y-axis, the vertical axis. Now you always start at 0, 0. So this is always your starting point when you're thinking about coordinates, where my cursor is now, 0, 0. And you always go along the x-axis first, before you go up or down the y-axis. You probably know this like this, along the corridor and up or down the stairs. So let's start at 0, 0, and we're going to go along 7 on the x-axis. So we're going along 7, then we're going to go to 5 on the y-axis, and we end up there, and that is where our coordinate would be plotted, 7, 5. So along the corridor, before you go up or down the stairs. Let's have a look at some of these. So we've got some football objects on this coordinate grid here. Let's start off with the stadium here, the football stadium. So if I start here at 0, 0, what am I going along to? I'm going along 1, and I'm going up 1. So my coordinate is just 1, 1 for my stadium. What about the football referee? Start here, I go along 2, up 5. What about the football now? I'm starting here, remember, 0, 0. Go to -1 on the x-axis and up to 3. So -1, 3. Let's do the football boots now. Start at 0, I'm going along to -5, up to 2. -5, 2. What about this footballer here? Start at the middle, 0, 0. I go to +5 on the x-axis, but -1 on the y-axis. What about the cup, the trophy cup? Start at 0, I'm going to +1 on the x-axis, -5 on the y-axis. And finally, the whistle and the other footballer. Start at 0, 0, I'm going to -2 on the x-axis, -2 on the y-axis. Back to 0. -4 on the x-axis, -4 on the y-axis. And there you have it. Okay, plotting these coordinates now. So let's plot the coordinate A. It says 2, 0. So I know I have to go from here along the corridor to 2. I always strongly recommend you start here, along the corridor to 2, but up nowhere. So that is my first coordinate A there. Back to 0, 0. What am I doing for B now? I'm going nowhere along the corridor, but I'm going up to 2. That's what 0, 2 stands for. Back to the centre. C is along the corridor to 4, but down to -5. D is along the corridor 3 down to -6. Back to 0, 0. E is along the corridor to -5 up to 4. F, go back to 0, 0, is along to -6 up to 3. And there you have some examples. Note how I have used a cross. Please use a pencil to do this if you can, and you are using a cross, okay, or a very fine pen. I know you're going to be doing it in class notebook in a moment, so use a very the thinnest line of pen that you can use in class notebook, and mark it with a cross, please.